Hello everyone and welcome to Time to Stand, a channel all about pretty much my K-pop interests, and this will be my first MV reaction. So this is the debut album for Twice, and this is a little bit of backstory. So they took a bunch of trainees from JYP Entertainment, which is one of the top 3 entertainment companies for K-pop stars, and they went on 16. So at the beginning of 16, Gio was the one with the most trainee experience, and then at the end, the top 7 members are members of Twice. And then Chewie was audience picked to be a member of Twice. And then Momo, she was eliminated at first, but JYP brought her back in the end due to her dancing ability. So she was saved by JYP's pick, essentially. So that became the 9 members of Twice. And the other 7 members that were cut, essentially, they all, 2 of them, I think, left the entertainment field, and the other 5 became very successful K-pop stars themselves. So this is basically the debut album, the people that won 16, and it's also one of my favorite groups. I have a lot of favorite groups, but I think they're my favorite, which is why I'm doing their debut album first, because I really enjoy it, and it's definitely a catchy song, and I do like it, but I thought it would be a fun one to do first because of its motif, and also just it started like a new generation of K-pop because of their generation. So this was released, they Twice debuted in 2015, and so this is their debut album, so let's just get it right into it. So it's basically like they're zombies and stuff. That's like their kind of their thing. And then a little fun backstory of this. Nayeon, yeah. She's pretty much their main singer. That's Momo, the one I was talking about the dancer. I'll probably just let it go. Here comes the main chorus. Then I have subtitles on as well, just so, yeah, use this from the main JYP YouTube channel. It's probably one of my favorite debut albums too. Oh, there's Diane. Forgot she wasn't in the main sequence. Yeah, and she's the main rapper. She's pretty much a sub rapper. She used to be a ballerina, fun fact. The one that was just stretching her leg at first. Still really like these outfits too.
시작하기 싫어 쉽지 않은 여자 그게 나인가 Let me see how you gonna treat me Ain't no easy to think about it twice Let me see how you gonna treat me Ain't no easy to think about it twice Okay 내가 움직일 수 없게 날 우아하게 만들어줘 가짜 진심 없는 가짜 잘가 잘가 우아하게 해 이제 더 할 말이 없게 날 우아하게 만들어줘
Random freaking handstand thing.
말만하지 말까 느껴지게 우아하게
Same, bro. Was I gonna do the last part? Where's the last part? Oh yeah, this part. It's cool that they're having fun like this, man. Nice. That's how you know the JYP has the money, because there's a lot of zombie extras in this one, and then they're all wearing those blue contacts and they all have gray makeup on. That must have been a freaking pain. But good thing Korea is mostly has coldish weather. But yeah, so fun fact, during the first part of this, Jio, since she changed outfits like to this other thing and let her hair down, I thought she was a completely different person. Because look at her now, she looks like a completely different person. And then I thought I was confused. I'm like, they have 10 members? What's up? After this, I went back and did some more research and basically watched some more of their music videos, and I know who they all are, and I can tell them by voice and stuff like that. So, and I've been pretty more comfortable with that. So I've been learning, and then so it's definitely one of my favorite debut albums for a girl group, or I guess any group for that matter. But yeah, so essentially, yeah, this boy, same. So he's pretty much the main zombie dude, and so Nayeon, main singer. Good. And then cheerleader outfit for Sana, just going over names. And then this is Mina. She was a ballerina for like 7 to 9 years. She was the longest trainer. She's also the leader of Twice, and she's the middle oldest in all of them. And then Jio's kind of like just in the middle, and she's the leader as well. And then these two on the left and right, those two are also, there's 3 Japanese members in Twice, and that's her, Mina, and then Sana. And then if you go further, the dancer that I was talking about, Momo, she's also a Japanese singer. Yeah, so Momo, she's also a Japanese member. And then Chewie, the one I was talking about, she's Taiwanese. So there's it's good diversity in the group. So this is when they do the main chorus, and I've noticed that they have like stuff in the background, stuff like that, and like stuff like that. It's basically during the zombie apocalypse. But I noticed that in this song, Jeong doesn't really, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but she doesn't really have very many lines compared to some of the other songs, because besides Nayeon, she's one of their best singers too. Like, she really hits the high notes pretty hard. And from what I can hear, she doesn't really have very many lines in the debut album. It seems like they mostly go to Jio and Nayeon. And then, so that's that chorus. And then this is when they do the main thing. And then this is when you see that there's only 7. I guess they couldn't fit all 9 in the room. So then you go to the rappers. It does a pan of all of them. And then Mina looks really awesome in this one. Yeah, so there's Dayeon, the main rapper. Then Chaeyoung, she's also a rapper. Ooh, that's a good pause. They rap a lot in the songs, and then she's gotten better at rapping too. And Dayeon's always been good that I like. But yeah, they're always going to be the rappers, and they're also really good singers as well. So she's named like Tiger because of her eyes, and then Dayeon is always named Tofu because of her big cheeks, which I thought was funny. For me, people like to do each era, so basically each album is different ones for different group, and I like to do as a fun one of essentially who's the cutest for that era, just because it makes it fun for me. And that's definitely Mina. She looks like an all black. Like, if you ever watched Sell Your Haunted House, Jung Nara, I think that's her name, the main character in that, she dresses in all black and she looks amazing. And Mina, with her black hair, her black eyes, and then her black clothing, she looks really awesome in this one. And then after then for me also, Jio, like in her pink sweater vest thing, it doesn't really look very good, but when she gets into that other outfit, like, all of them look amazing in these outfits. Like, this is probably one of my favorite outfits that they wore, because they all look fantastic. And they all dance really fantastic in this scene, too. And look, the color gradient and stuff like that, like the sky changes, like, because it's slowly going from light to dark as it moves on. And then all the zombies in the background, they're slowly turning, because of the Twice music, they're getting cured, essentially, during the apocalypse. And so, like, the shadows and light on everybody's hair, like on Chuli's hair as she walks by, it's constantly like glittering off the side of her head, and then with the red of their hair as well, it starts to glitter too. And it's just really awesome. And I really like their dance moves too, because they're pretty matched up. Like, well, it's funny because they've talked about this before, but Chewie, because she's the tallest out of the group, she constantly has to, like, essentially dance kind of scrouched over a little bit so she can match up with everybody else and match up the headspace for whenever they change to cuts and stuff like that, so it lines up better. So she constantly has to dance like this, so whenever she dances, her feet are always a little bit more spread apart than everybody else. So I think it's funny because you can tell from right here, like her feet, besides Jio, she's in front, but everybody's feet. Like, for example, Daeon, she's the shortest, and you can see how small her gap is. And then Chaeyoung is also one of the shortest people. And you can see that there's barely any gap, but for Shui, it's like, boom, and she's like leaned over, hunched like this. I think it's kind of funny. And then the bus scene is also a good one. And then Sana is like basically, I think this is going to be this part, but she's essentially categorized as like the ditzy cute one, and she also does that a lot. Like, for example, like right now, like in their later, this is Momo's dance break, but yeah, so Momo's one of their best dancers, and also one of the better dancers in K-pop too. She's really, really good, which I really like. This is like their dance break, which I really like. What I really like about this one is that the light, like, since it went completely dark, now it's getting up happier and stuff like that, and then things are happening. And in this part too is when basically the main chorus, the area, getting us to the end. But yeah, so what I was saying about Sana is that in a later song, she's always portrayed as like the cutesy one and stuff like that, and she's also a really good singer too. So I like that dynamic of a lot of Twice songs are more of on the cute girl crush vibe, which is what got me into Twice. There's a variety of Korean song called Trot, and those are more on like the happy, sad vibe. But stuff happened, and I didn't want to, be reminded of that kind of stuff. So I wanted more of the happy vibe. So whenever I first discovered Twice, I'm like, okay, this is the perfect kind of stuff. So I've been looking for stuff like them since forever. So honestly, in like some of these music video reviews and stuff I'm going to be doing, there's not going to be a lot of like saddish songs. It's mostly going to be like the happy stuff. But the sad stuff is always the best rated and the best reviewed and the one that people always talk about. But for me, this is basically going to be a channel about stuff that interests me, and that's going to be the kind of songs that I like that make me happy. And this is definitely one of them. Yeah, so this is everybody lined up. Good poses from everybody. But yeah, this is probably, like I said, while they do this stuff, this is probably one of my favorite music videos that they filmed. So there's about, right now, like 50 Twice songs or something like that. And so this was their debut album. And I think for Twice there's like 4 or 5 songs in each album. But they've also sung songs in Japan, and they've also done a lot of remakes for Japan. A Japanese song that I really like from Twice is BTZ. And that's a really good one. I'm definitely going to react to that one because that's probably one of my favorite songs from Twice, just because I really, really love the chorus. It really hits me hard. And then Likey, and then definitely this song. And then I think Can't Stop Me, and then like a couple others. But pretty much I'm going to react to every song on my playlist because they're all super fun, because I really, really like them. So I think that's going to do it for this one. But yeah, look, we'll just end it right here on a happy note. But yeah, so I really, really like this song. And probably just, this was one of my first Twice songs. Like probably one of my first 3 Twice songs. And it's their debut album, which got me really into them, and I've been a fan of them ever since. I watched all their variety shows as well, all the variety shows that they've appeared in and stuff like that. At least I tried to, most of them. And so I watched all their Time to Twices on YouTube and stuff like that, and I've commented on a few of them as well on my gaming channel. And so for this music video, I really like the chorus. I really like the choreography. I really love the outfits. I'd probably give this one 9.5 out of 10. I'm going to do some 0.5-y stuff, but I would definitely give this one a 9.5, just in personal preference. They have slightly better songs, but this is definitely one of my favorite debut songs for a girl group, and that's why I want to give it a higher score, but not too high. So this is going to be my first video for the Time to Stand channel, and also my first music video reaction. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great day.